Yeah. A lot done changed since the block was popping, but I still hear the echoes in my mind, you feel me? Sometimes you gotta roll back the days, just to understand who you are now. Rolling back the days, mama crying on the mattress, government cheese, roaches crawling on the cabinets. Daddy left a void, I feel it was street habits. Down packing rage in my rhymes out automatic. Sunset on the west, we was young and reckless. No God, it's just violence and gold chains on our necklace. Homies turn to enemies over petty confessions. Daddy rest in peace, are locked up in corrections. Used to bump that Marvin Gaye, looking with the stove broke, dreaming about a mansion with a stash and a gold rope. Now I light candles, pour Henny on the pavement for every fallen soldier who ain't make it out the basement. Running from the law, ducking shots in the alley. I was barely 15 when I learned death tally. No hope in the hood, just sirens and chalk. So I put my soul in the river when I talk. Every scar on my skin got a message to send. You either die for the cause or pretend to the end. Now I'm looking back in time through a blood-stained lens, trying to find peace in a world that don't mend. Rolling back the days when the sun never set, when the pain was fresh and the dreams unmet. Every clock got a story, every tear got a name, but I still rise up through the fire and the flame. Rolling back the days just to see who I was, trying to feel that spark that the struggle once does. Now the world's so cold and the faces all fade, but I still keep moving through the stars I made. Every letter from the pen had my soul on the edge. Couldn't trust no soul, had to sharpen my pledge. I seen angels turn demons in the blink of a phase, and homies turn snakes for a hit, some praise. Remember me riding dirty, no seatbelt of fear, dreaming about the future but stuck in the rear. My enemies laugh now, but they'll cry later. I've been baptized in flames, no need for a savior. From the benches to the stages, I spit truth like a weapon. Even God took a step back when I started confessing. I miss Biggie, I miss Gaddafi, I miss the thugs I grew with. But now it's just me and these verses I flew. Can't erase pain with a Benz or a chain. You can't fake love when your heart full of strain. And these streets never loved me, they just used me up, then left me for the dead when the system blew up. So I write these rhymes like last wills and testaments. If I die tonight, let them say I spit relevance. Never bow down, never switch to red. Just a poet from the struggle with a mic in his hand. Rolling back the days when the sun never set, when the pain was fresh and the dreams unmet. Every block got a story, every kid got a name, but I still rise up through the fire and the flame. Rolling back the days just to see who I was, trying to feel that spark that the struggle once does. Now the world's so cold and the faces all fade, but I still keep moving through the stars I made. Now I'm older, mind sharper, soul heavy with pain. Seen the cycle keep spinning like a runaway train. Politicians still lying, babies die in the streets, and we still pray to God while we starving for peace. I reminisce on them nights with my back to the wall. All I had was a pen and notebook in the car to speak for the voiceless, the ghetto unheard. Turn the wounds in my chest into weaponized words. Ain't no therapy for kids that was raised by the block, where a man meant to Glock and your friends got shot, and the OGs told lies to keep hope in our eyes. Now them same dudes strung out begging truth from the skies. I see mamas working doubles while the rent's still late. I seen brothers get degrees and still meet the same fate. So I question every system, every badge, every rule. How the hell you free living when they trap you in school? Every verse I ever wrote was a piece of my soul. I gave them chapters of pain that the devil stole. And the fame don't heal when your past still screams. Just a spotlight shining on a pile of dreams. So if I fade in the silence, let the message remain. I ain't never been perfect, but I fought through the rain. I ain't never been fake, I ain't bowed to the game. Just a black rose blooming through a garden shade. Rolling back the days when the sun never set, when the pain was fresh and the dreams unmet. Every block got a story, every kid got a name, but I still rise up through the fire and the flame. Rolling back the days just to see who I was, trying to feel that spark that the struggle once does. Now the world's so cold and the faces all fade, but I still keep moving through the stars I made.